speculate about a man who decides to control his own fate. Now he comes from a planet not near and not far, and he's on a secret mission to a distant star. He's got his course laid in, the ship doing fine. He's almost there when there's a danger sign. It's like an inch, a little glitch, a misplaced digit. He says, should I do some calculations? Nah, I'll just hit it. He's a spaceman, picking up the pace, man, digging his ship is alive, and he is in it with the baseline humping, the mid-range jumping, and the high end sitting on the brainstem, pumping the juice. A boost to cut lucid, travel like this, you can't get used to it. Motion, speed of light, destination, out of sight, motivation, same as life, no rear view mirror, so you can't think twice. The target near, the cargo he's holding is between his ears. So if you know a planet that's seen it all, jaded, deflated like a half-blown beach ball, just give a call and you'll see what's up. Cause he'll come running and proceed to pump it up, pump it up. Pump it up again now, pump it up. Pump it up again, I said pump it up. Pump it up again, pump it up to a place where no one's been. So we'll return, if you will, to the storyline. If you recall, our hero, he was doing fine. He just popped the ship out of hyperspace, and he figured he was somewhere around the right place. But before he could react, before thought was allowed, he was heading right into a neutrino cloud. We're talking X-rays, gamma rays, a particle haze, guaranteed to slip the ship out of phase. So the next thing you know, he was out of control, like a new definition of rock and roll. He shouted, more power, but there's no one to hear, and the ship started burning in the atmosphere. So we'll leave him now in this precarious position with his name unsaid and the nature of his mission unclear. But don't fear, we'll let the story unfold as we shift our view to the planet below.
Wow, look at the moon. Both of them. And all those stars. Points of light, points of light. Give to me a gift tonight. Hey, do you have a gift for me? Mudbutts. Midnight dig.
Corplex makes the rules, not I.
Oh, the rules, come here, look at this.
Wow, what a night.
Names, I want names.
Well, let's see, there's Solaris over there, the bright one.
Solaris.
And Procyon, and Malphador, see, it's one of the trident points.
Why do we have to dig?
Citizen's duty.
But why?
To lay the lines.
But why?
Lay the lines or pay the fines. What's gotten into you? You know as well as anyone.
Oh, nothing.
Well, come on, we're going to be late.
Look! A falling star!
Where?
There! Quick! Take a thought before it goes. Well, what did you think of?
Nothing.
Me too.
Oh, mudbutts.
Oh, come on, time to dig.
Hey, look, that star's still falling.
Somehow, sometime, somewhere, something's gonna happen.
Look, it really is falling.
And I'm gonna be there when it does.
I think it's gonna hit! Move on! Get the nose up! We're going down!
2 moons?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Shut your yaps. You know what time it is? It's past midnight now. Time to lay those lines.
Hey ho! We are
laying the line. Lay them down, lay them straight. No sense of time.
Not early, not late.
Come rain or shine,
No avoiding our fate.
just laying the lines.
we got
no time to play.
So what's it all about?
We work all day, we figure it out. We have to stay.
I hate this.
But that
Does not rhyme.
So we gotta keep on.
Laying the lines. Laying the lines. Laying the lines. Time to change.
Change?
Who said that?
I don't know.
a voice.
Whose voice?
Not me.
So we better keep.
Time to change.
There it is again.
It's mighty strange.
It's heaven sent.
It's a god. Demon.
Our collective unconscious.
Yeah, my name's Tonto and you're Pocahontas. It's
Time to change.
This is giving me the willies. It's
Time to change.
Come on, this is silly.
You notice we're sweating, but it's getting kind of chilly. It's
Mighty strange.
Something's up.
So dark.
The moonlight is stark. It's only punctuated by a question mark. It's
Time to change.
Tell me who.
What? Why?
What's the base of this
Is it
connection?
inside or out? Doesn't have a soul direction.
It's time.
To bring it down now.
1 dimension, 2 dimension, 3 dimension.
Forward.
Time to change.
I can almost see it.
It's
the future.
Say what?
The future.
Come again.
Question two or what? No one asked about when. It's the same thing. Can't you hear the bell ring?
Think.
It ain't the past.
That's old.
Ain't the present.
There it goes.
The future's the direction that all things grow. It's
Time to change.
Ooh. So the future speaks. Well, that's heavy rock steady. Then the little voice in me says,
I'm not ready.
but
I am.
Lifted by a new breeze, floats me up off my knees, no longer praying please, can't tell you how it is.
I feel
like I want to shout. Burn with the fire, and there is no doubt that my eyes are now open, and I can't live without what
I see.
How wide open vista.
Far and
Of what
wide.
it once consisted.
Of shuttered eyes.
It's different now because my perceptors are aggressive and they're coming to We embrace it. We can't place it. We gotta face it. Hello. We're done with the past. It's our future. Let's make it.
Hey ho!
Hey ho! So the seed has been planted and the words have been chanted. Now there's nothing left to do but to see it demanded.
Any questions?
No.
Yes.
Say what?
Just one. What time is it?
Time to change.
So let's
Do it.
Laying lines. Laying lines. Didn't something just happen here?
Laying lines.
I won't remember it.
Laying lines.
I hate this.
Laying lines.
Nothing ever changes.
Laying lines.
Hurry up, hurry your legs.
Laying lines.
Change. Something weird just happened here.
Taste base! Get your taste base! What a great day! Taste base! Get your taste base! Made to order! Sweet and sour, salty and sublime, any taste you want, in a perfectly consumable container. I inject them and you ingest them. Taste paste! Get your taste paste! Hey buddy, what are you doing? You know you can't sleep in a park bench during the day. Come on, wake up, what do you say?
Must complete my mission.
Sure. I've just given you a new mission, buddy. Wake up!
Search out and collect raw materials, refine into usable fuel, use fuel for expansion and exploration of outer system.
Sure thing, buddy. Sounds like you've overdosed on those videos there. You gotta watch it these days. They've jacked down the filters in some of those reruns. Come on.
You must reconsider, Lisle. Now that I've been slotted as chief contract solicitor for the Corplex, I can afford to be generous to my colleagues.
You'll do fine without me, Bolioli, believe me.
I know that.
Low self-esteem was never one of your high points.
But Lisle, I'm offering you a slot in the heart of the Plex. How can you turn it down?
I must admit, it's a position of responsibility.
It is a position of power! Excuse me, power. Do you realize that the bids which determine the value of this planet's resources pass through my office? That I personally design the negotiation matrix for their acquisition? That I initiate the patterns of the distribution routes? All that is within my reach.
You got the world by the nads, don't you, Boli?
Not yet, but I do like that image. You do not?
I'm not ready to be slotted, I guess.
Look, you've been playing the power game ever since our days at the Law Academy, but I'm just not interested in that.
You haven't tasted it yet.
Taste paste! Get your taste paste!
What do you want?
Freedom? Mobility.
Fresh out of freedom, lady. How about something on the salty side?
You say mobility, so you can continue to run from your destiny.
No, that's not it. I just want something different. Something with a touch of wildness in it. Something unexpected
effect is like the slam of a door when you're alone. Something electric and unavoidable. Something that makes sense and shouldn't. Something clear and luminous like
My butts and hydraulics! So sorry, lady, I managed that hint of wildness and the unexpected slam, but those clear and luminous moonbeams just got us out the whole work!
But I didn't...
Too bad, too. Best order I've had in a long time. Well, let's see what we got here, later. Well, what do you know? Good old sweet and sour.
You couldn't possibly...
I'm an artiste, gents. Can't explain it. It all boils down to this. Some's got taste. Some don't. Like the sort of neutrino
Really, Lisle, I had no idea that you were so, passionate.
Neither did I.
Look, we are both lawyers. Just how do you expect to fulfill such exotic desires when your chosen duties consist of civic representation?
Don't sneer, Bolioli. I hate it when you sneer.
But Lisle, it's just that you're working with people. Not just any people, but the ordinary workers, the everyday masses, the hoi-polloi.
There's very little separates them from you and me, Boli.
Perish the thought. You cannot see the vast gulf that separates someone like myself from, say, this misbegotten rag on the bench here. I will admit, however reluctantly, that we are members of the same species, but that just marks the edges of the chasm between us. For I am purebred for power, while he is but a mongrel in the mud, and it will remain so despite your efforts.
Oh, but he's hurt.
Lisle, please, do not cloud your vision with sentimental sentiment. He's probably sleeping off the effects of some vile concoction of stimuli, as so many of his kind do. Allow me to demonstrate the unalterable order of things. I shall intervene and send him on his way. Observe. My good man, and I do use the term loosely, do you realize that you were invited?
Your nervous system smells funny.
You can't do that! I have power! I have a secretary! And I have an appointment. I'm late. I must be going. Can't they even lay these blinds straight anymore?
Are you okay? Hello?
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 Begin identification sequence.
What happened?
What happened?
I'm asking the questions.
I'm asking the questions.
This isn't a game.
This isn't a game?
What?
What?
Wait. Why are you saying everything I say? Stop!
Identification sequence mismatched.
You're weird.
And you're balanced.
Thanks. Look, maybe we can just start all over again. Looks like you had a rough night. Did you sleep out here? Here, you're all bruised. So what happened?
I crashed?
You've got to stay off that stuff. I can get you into a good rehab center.
What stuff?
Whatever made you crash.
Superluminal ionic interference.
Right.
And you don't get on or off it.
You don't?
No. Properly speaking, it goes right through you. And whatever vessel you happen to be traveling in. Tends to play havoc with one's instrumentation.
I can see that. You're a regular man from the moon, aren't you?
Moon. I dreamt I saw 2 moons hanging bright and heavy in the sky.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
The full double conjunction is a sight to behold. We should get it tonight if it's clear.
What?
Twin full moons. I've only seen it once before, when I was at rehab. You heard the weather report.
Do you mean this planet we're presently on has 2 moons?
Yes?
Zybon! Lex McCrackTheVidacine?
Take that back!
Wrong planet. You're not expecting me, are you?
No, you're definitely unexpectable. But I've seen your kind before.
You have?
Yes, down and out. Cast off from a rigid, unfeeling society. A victim of your environment.
Environment? I don't know that word.
Oh, believe me, I understand. You come from a broken home, don't you?
Yes, bits and pieces by now.
You see? Outside influences.
As opposed to what?
I don't know. Inside influences? Genetics, that's it.
Outside environment, inside genetics.
I suppose so.
So, your genetics are outside trespassing in my environment, huh?
That doesn't sound right.
Isn't it simpler to say that environment's just a bunch of other people's genetics?
But that would mean there's no such thing as environment.
Environment? I don't know that word.
That's backwards. Say that again.
Ah, you surprise me. This place does show some potential.
What's your name?
My name is Socrates. Wait, things are backwards here. My name is Setarcos, and I'm not a victim of my environment nor of bad luck. I'm here simply because my ship had a disagreement with a disgruntled neutrino cloud.
Setarcos. Odd name. Who are you?
I suppose I am the man in the moon.
This is all getting to be a little much. I'm gonna go. Here's my logo.
What is this?
Sweet and sour moonbeams. Even the man in the moon gets hungry, right?
I will see you again, Lisle. Starch laced with protein.
Wrong sprocket!
Bender, I need to know this planet's resources.
Yeah, and I need a .75 sprocket too. Life's a bitch, ain't it, buddy?
I would appreciate your attention.
Larry, listen, my attention's staying right over here until I get this thing fixed, okay?
But my name's not Larry.
Then I ain't pleased to meet you, Larry.
Let's see what we got. Type B planetoid, seasonal tilt, 2 natural satellites. Inhabited, tech level 7, primary hominoid strain, culture arrested at corporate oligarchy stage. Flex rating 3%, ready to bust. Local dominant entity called Corplex. Stability of corporate structure dependent on control and exploitation of mineral resources, including Eurodenum, Idahoium, and Exceteration. Primary mining site located in South Angston. Interesting. Turn sprocket counterclockwise and tweak it a bit. Oh.
Oh, come on, man. No, you can't. It's. God, man, you fix it. It's working. How'd you do that?
Bender, I need to know how to get to South Angston.
South Angston, straight across the ocean, second province on the left.
Thanks.
Wow, that's incredible. See how it tastes. What a rush! Hey, mister, how'd you do that? Mister, who is that guy?
Who is the man?
Damn! Hold all my calls.
She's out there in my yard. Outside. Inside?
Yet, don't get many surprise inspections down here in South Angston, Mrs. Setarcos. From the Prime Office, you said you were.
I didn't say. Just how do you navigate in these tunnels, miner?
Squat! Squat's the name, miners. Squat come from a long line of squats, miners all. And to answer your question, there's only one simple rule that governs all life down here in South Angston. Right going in, left coming out.
Elaborate.
Well, you see, the whole province down here is just one big volcanic bubble that never burst. Completely infested with tunnels, air pockets, switchbacks, like frozen lightning all under. Never map it in a million years, nor mine it for that matter. So the master miners, they made a simple decision. When you're going in for ore, no matter how many turns you come to, you always turn right. Right. Always right?
Right.
Damn right. When you get lost, and that ain't a question, mind you, you just turn yourself right around, you go left. Left, left, left. Always left, right?
Left.
Damn right. Only way to get home down here. Too many bones down here as it is.
Right going in, left coming out.
Uh-huh.
And we're presently going in.
Correct.
Take a left up there.
No, can't do it now.
Take a left.
Yep, sorry, conditioning response bred clean out of me. No can do.
Make believe you're going out.
Oh, no, internal compass. Nice try, though.
Right going in.
Left coming out. Uh-huh.
You do realize that by limiting yourself to only right-hand turns going in, at most, you can only explore half the province.
Yeah, I understand that. Yep.
I would guess that's why there's no such place as North Angston.
No, I don't believe I ever thought of that one before.
Minor squat, take a left.
Left. Left. Left! Well, Mama Squat, I'm going left! We're going left!
We're left. A lot of dust in here.
Well, it ain't dust. Well, that's pure aluminium!
It is.
No, it's pure incineration. No, it's whatever it is, it's the purest I've ever seen. God, this is great, Mrs. Setarcos. What do you say?
I'd say you're the founding father of North Angston.
North Angston, hell. This is Squatland! Yeah! Didn't know how to do that.
You do now.
Yes? Squatland? Very amusing. Squatland? You're serious? I never heard of it. What?
Who is the man who dares to follow his own plan?
Who's out there?
We'll find out. That's what I pay you for.
There's the bell. 10 minutes to closing.
Is this where resources are bought and sold?
My good man, this is Node 1, the very heart of the world's commercial blood flow. From here, the arteries of global commerce branch out and return again. Everything's exchanged here for a price.
Yes, as the saying goes, the Lord may giveth and taketh away, but Node 1 gets 10%.
And, are you exchanging now?
Well, you know how it is. You have to tune yourself into the flow of the price shift. It can be quite predictable, really. No need to panic. Oh, Idahoium at 25.5, fine as wine.
So, where are the current prices listed?
Why, they're up there on the keyboard. It is quite cyclical, you know. The prices rise and you have a grunt market. They fall and you have a growl market. I'm a grunt.
And I'm a growl.
And we have a friendly rivalry.
And so you see, the ripples disturb the surface of the lake, but it doesn't change the... Ooh, mudpots. I've mangled my metaphor.
You sure did. Well, don't you worry. It all balances out in the end anyway.
Yes, which is exactly the point I was trying to make, you see.
28.
Oh! Good, 28. Much obliged.
So, where do the ripples come from?
Pardon?
The ripples in the water. Someone would have to throw a big stone or something in the first place to make the waves.
I hardly think that...
Or, in this case, a big lump of ore. Idahoium at 4.5. 4.5!
Yes, I see the figures. They're pouring across my screen. Has the node gone crazy? There's no... Unless someone's trying to right-angle the market.
Who is the man?
I don't know who, but we're being attacked.
Stop playing games. What do you want?
Call our secondaries and tell them to clamp down. We'll take the short loss. And schedule a ComNet conference for all heads in 1 hour. I don't care about the time zones. You do it or I'll wipe your slate.
Who's out there? Just the man in the moon.
Heading out to sea.
Who questions me?
A passenger.
Now I've got to kill a ton of minerals bound for the south coast. No room for a stiff-legged stowaway.
On whose order?
My own. I serve no corporation. Now on your way.
My compass is steady.
The sail's set with the wind.
Then there's no one to scold us.
So let's drink us some gin! Why didn't you say you was a member of the Pilots Guild?
I wasn't sure.
If I was right, never can be too careful, can you? Say, what kind of ship do you steer?
Something newer than this. You say your shipment's heading south.
Yep, that's my usual route.
I hear they're having some trouble down there. You might find it more profitable up north.
Deal! Is that a hot tip?
The hottest.
Appreciate it, brother pilot. And what can I do for you?
I need to patch into the communications network.
And all I got is a call and response rig. You know, about 2 clicks out, there's one of them big communication towers. Grid relay, I think.
Can you drop me off there?
Why, sure, but it's just a big rock in the ocean. Ain't no one there. Unless you can walk on water, brother, you will be stranded.
I'll be all right.
Do tell! Brother, one look at you and I can tell that the winds are changing. Speaking of winds, we best move out. It's gonna be rough to see.
I hope so.
Do tell! Welcome aboard, mate. Whoever you are.
Status report, what's going on?
Someone's out there, I know it.
What is it? Who is it? Who is it? What is it?
Don't you understand? Someone's trying to dismantle the Plex.
Maybe I'm going crazy.
Disincorporation is not an option.
And who is it? Who is it? What is it? Who is it? Who is it? What is it?
You're falling apart, Lisle. Do something.
That's right. We're too big a target, so we'll decentralize for now. But under control, do you hear me? It's time to counterattack locally. We'll show them the power of the Plex. First things first. Now.
Starting at the bottom.
Very thick.
Down in the mines.
Where's my pick?
The motion is habitual.
Not so quick.
Just like laying the lines and...
Who is it? Who is it? What is it? Who is it? Who is it? What is it?
Put the cup in the saucer, grab the pot, and pour. Very good.
South Angston is crucial. It feeds the Plex.
If you interrupt your food supply...
Don't get bit.
That's a dangerous sign.
Pop that zit.
Any little change at all.
Does not fit.
Someone pays a fine, so...
Who is it? Who is it? What is it? Who is it? Who is it? What is it?
So those squatland miners refused to sign, eh? Very well. Gas the tunnels.
Breathe in. Breathe out. It's so nice, lungs can't think.
Higher in the structure.
So deep out,
You reach the heart.
pump it out. Its passion is a chemical. Scream and shout.
Prepare it for the cart. And
Who is it? Who is it?
what is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't laugh either. Keep your cork in, girl.
The note is exploding. Record volume.
The record keeps on playing.
Let me out.
It's a primitive yell.
Grunt and growl. It's better to avoid it. Here and now.
When it's time to buy you sell, tell me.
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
Divest completely. I don't care if the node crashes. We can't afford this kind of exchange. You get us out. Now.
It's stupid, but it works.
So far it's been simple,
Not much pain.
but now it breaks the top.
Watch that train.
There are infinite connections.
In the brain.
Jacket in and don't stop.
Ha!
System engaged. Ready for transmission.
Don't tell me about the guild. Use those tugboats if you have to.
Now!
Hello, who is this? Alice? Who the hell is Alice?
I still live here. Go away.
No, Alice, this is not the chat wire. Now get off the damn line.
And
Who is it? Who is it?
what is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
Too much. Too fast.
Oh, yes. So files, sending lines, the works, they're inside us. Do you understand? We're wide open. I repeat, we're wide open.
And
who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it?
It's too much. What's happening to me?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nervous system.
Well, you thought you had it under control, but now you're in a panic and you're traveling so low. You used to be strong, you used to have power. The thoughts are gone while in the corner you cower. You wonder who or what has attacked your structure. Well, up to now, no one's been able to touch you. You think about your chances, how you might have missed on. You got it all wrong, you're just a
Nervous system.
Now you're laying wide open. You're stripped to the bone. Your connection is broken. You can't even phone home. Despite all you believe, you are ready to receive. The future is coming. No hope for a reprieve. You close your eyes, try to shut it out. You say it's all lies. I can always doubt whatever is speaking. I don't have to listen, but surprise is part of your
Nervous system.
Now you feel like an outline stretched through a fine line. You look in the mirror, all you see is a timeline. The past and the present collapse in confusion. The pressure's too great, it's a simple diffusion. Something crosses your borders like a ship in the night. But security's down, you can't put up a fight. You're invaded, perpetrated, ain't no resistance. Something just slipped into your
Nervous system.
Inside messing around. If you were a city that's renovating downtown, sweeping the street, cleaning the gutters, you're fat politicians. They can only mutter about this and that. The status of the state. They put it to a vote, but talk's always too late. This ain't about psychological fiction. It's just the noise in your
Nervous system.
Now the storm is going through you, a voice talking to you. You're reintroduced to the power that grew you. It's not your mom and dad, not your servant or master. It's just information that's speeded up faster than thinking. You're drinking, eyes blinking in a data flow. You think you found the missing link, but that's a way to go crazy. Amazing how you insist the secret's hidden. It's not out there, it's in your nervous system.
You watch a rearrangement with great fascination. It's an information virus, no vaccination. Mutated, you search for the source of the power, and waiting in the distance is a spiral tower. Not built by a man, not even one named Felix. Its shape sort of strange, just like a double helix. A building inspector would have its own. It's the basic row housing in your chromosomes. Now on the block that you live, the construction is frenetic. They're using special mortar, long-lasting, genetic. It's a new addition, not a disaster. And I guess that's as close as you'll get to an answer to.
Who is it? Who is it? What is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
What is it? Give me a D!
D!
Give me an A! Give me an A! What's that foul?
Oh,
man! Deoxyribonucleic acid! Deoxyribonucleic acid!
Oh, yeah.
Now that's a textbook answer to the primary question about what kind of message our hero is sending, but it's not in a book. The story's not ended. It's not complete, just like your nervous system!
Computer, record personal journal file. Password, ravioli.
I've been out for hours.
After several weeks, the storm is finally abating. Even now, the final gusts of wind are bidding a farewell rattle to my office windows. Coincidentally or not, this has also marked the time course of an unrelenting multi-level attack directed against Corplex. As a result, we find ourselves intact, yet greatly reorganized. It is going to take some time to figure out just how and where the Plex has changed. The purpose and nature of this assault is unclear. An unknown agent. A corporate virus, if you will. And still I am convinced that my opponent is flesh and blood. And I hereby take it as my personal duty and pleasure to locate him, expose him, and pulverize him. Neatly, of course. Computer, voice print access to top secret file. Print me a breakdown of current Corplex status and holdings. For my eyes only. Execute.
I believe we have an appointment. What?
Someone close those windows, my papers are blowing. That was top secret. What's the wind going to do with it? Hello?
Setarcos, it's you.
Hello, Lisle. I told you I'd see you again.
It was you all along, wasn't it? Outside. I keep thinking. Inside? Do you have any idea what's happened to me?
I have need of your legal services.
What could you possibly have needed my services for?
As a sail.
A sail?
Yes, a sail to catch the wind. Yes, Bama Lama Ding Dong. Good, I like it. Found a new pirate station. Looks like they've stolen frequencies from the eastern sector.
Eastern sector?
Yes, they claim they're broadcasting from a souped-up taste card hooked into a pay toilet on the main commuter line. Every time a middle manager flushes, it boosts their signal.
Subversive.
Inventive. Same thing. That makes how many altered frequencies?
27 the last 2 weeks.
Good, up from 8. Acceleration's good for the molecules. You don't have to write that down.
I know, it's just that...
It doesn't mean anything. Shall we order?
Why? You're already eating.
I am?
Just look at you. You devour 20 different newsprints a day, suck down red cans like candy, and you've got stimuli plugged into every available orifice. You look like an electronic sea urchin.
You're right. I am hungry. Ah, here's our waiter.
Yes, would you care to order?
I'll have a fizz Louis.
Excellent choice, high carbonated or low?
Low, please.
Low it is. And to eat?
Patty melt done well.
I shall crisp the edges myself. And for you, sir?
I'll have the local fermented grain beverage.
Enough said. And to eat?
Food.
Food, bravo, sir, a discriminating palate. Tell me, would a medium quantity suffice?
It would.
Very well, I shall return.
I am hungry.
For information.
In a manner of speaking.
But why?
I told you. I need to
acquire raw materials and refine them, I know. And voila, you become a mineral baron.
Thanks in large part to you.
Well, mergers and acquisitions are a basic part of my legal training. One I never thought I'd use.
Disappointed?
No, I used to feel obligated to help every lost soul, whether they liked it or not. Now I'm having too much fun blasting the guts out of bilateral monopolies.
Hot shot.
The point is, we've got the resources and we're just sitting on them. We're not doing anything. We spend all our time walking around the city with you plugged into all the media outlets and me making charts of subcultural thought lines. I don't understand it.
Phase 1 is over. We're presently monitoring Phase 2.
Phase 2?
Yes. It's like I said, first comes the finding, then the refining. I admit they're hard to separate. It's really a function of time.
I still don't... What is this?
Ah, yes, well, this is a standard 2-slice toaster, minus the toast. This here is a very happy, albeit quite plastic, dinosaur.
This isn't what we ordered.
No, it isn't.
Can you guess what we ordered?
I'm afraid not.
Why not?
It's against my religious beliefs.
What religion is that?
Well, it's a new religion, brand new. It has only one tenet.
That being?
Never give the customer what they order.
Well, give yourself a hallelujah.
Well, thank you, sister, I try.
Tell me, does this religion satisfy you?
Oh, yes, sir, it does, sir. It changed my life, sir, giving me profound insights. Of course, it does make it tough to hold a steady job.
I guess.
I take it as a test of faith. Can I get you anything else?
We'll let you know if we don't want something.
Very well.
Mark that down, Lisle. Start a new category under chaotic belief systems. Waiter.
Yes.
Can you describe the god you worship?
Quaint, sir. Very quaint. Call if you need me.
Excellent. We're making progress.
You are so strange.
Am I? Really?
Well, maybe it's just that strange things happen around you. You know, I still don't know who you are or what you are.
You never really asked.
Okay, I'm asking.
I'm an engineer.
That would explain your interest in raw materials. Are you building something?
Let me see that chart, Lisle. Impressive. The flex rating is nearing the breakout point. You're right, it's time to do something.
What do you mean?
It's time to provoke a response. We've been monitoring the growth of a widespread shiver. It's time to give it a focus, make it an itch to be scratched. The final phase requires the direct opposition of the powers that be.
I don't understand.
We're gonna bust the house! Let's make some arrangements.
Woo! Woo! Squat, squat, squat your face. Squat, squat, squat your face. Squat, squat, squat your face. Squat, squat, squat your buzz. Yo, buzz. Do you squat?
Squat?
Yes.
You know, squat.
Oh, I squat my brain. What about you?
Oh, buzz. You are dismal.
Holy dismal.
Buzz, I say you are all right. Yeah. Squat, squat, squat your Squat, squat, squat your brain. Squat, squat, squat your brain. Squat, squat, squat your brain. Squat, squat, squat your brain.
Triads these days. Squat indeed. Waiter,
Yes, sir.
could you get me a table as far away from the rest of humanity as possible?
Yes, sir. Right this way, sir. I don't know what's got into the triads these days. Look what they've done to your vest. Look at your belt. I know what you need, sir. I think you need a table that is seen perfectly alone.
Well, Lisle, what a pleasant surprise. You hadn't returned any of my phone calls. I was beginning to think that you were avoiding me.
No, I've been busy.
Yes, haven't we all?
You're a Plex man, aren't you?
Why, yes, I'm slotted with Corplex. I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
We met during a storm.
Really? I'm afraid I don't recall.
No, it wasn't during a storm. It was about a month ago in the park, the man on the bench. There was an interaction.
That was him? Oh, yes, it is. Interesting.
What a coincidence!
Coincidence. I don't know that word.
Really, Lisle, an occasional handout is one thing, but socializing with such riffraff is quite another. He's an entirely different class of person.
You're so right. You don't even need to be talking to him. Setarcos, there's things about time we got back to the mission house. It's almost soup time.
What?
It's almost soup time back at the mission. Don't you remember?
I never left the mission. You know I carry it with me wherever I go.
I knew it! He's a Twinkie! The man is clearly insane.
We really should be going.
You hold a position of power within Corplex, do you not?
Well, at least he can recognize that.
I can see you fit your slot perfectly.
Yes, well, we all do have our separate destinies.
I would be interested in hearing about your current activities.
I hardly think that you would understand.
You're so right.
But Lisle may be interested in my most recent exploits.
We really should be going.
Nonsense. I know you're eager for the news. And besides, it may help to restore a sense of perspective to your friend here.
Yes! You wouldn't deny me a perspective, would you, Lisle?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Very well. As you have probably gleaned from the newsprints, the Corplex is in the midst of unprecedented activity.
A complete restructuring.
But what you do not know is that this activity is the result of an ongoing battle between myself and an unidentified corporate raider.
Do tell! What makes you think you're the object of his attention?
Well, it's an obvious attempt to take over my slot. My opponent wishes to discredit me and assume my position.
That's not true.
What?
What I meant was, how could one person possibly take on the Flex? It would take an entire conglomerate, right?
You do show an appreciation for the stakes involved. But no. You see, there is a single-mindedness to this assault. An uncompromising attitude that is the hallmark of an extraordinary individual. A man of power like myself. We are like two gladiators sparring in a hidden arena. He has made his initial thrust, and I have driven him back with skillful parries.
Ha!
Excuse me.
I said, ha! What actually happened is you got a swift kick in the pants, and now you're flailing around in the dark.
What do you know, fly speck? I said I drove him back. Do you hear? And I'll chop him down. The Plex rules.
Not according to this printout.
What printout? While the man is deranged, possibly dangerous.
A breakdown of current Corplex status and holdings. This shows the Plex has spread itself quite thin as a result of disorderly retreat. Not only are you unsure of where you stand, but there's no consensus on how to deal with the situation. The Plex is teetering at the brink.
Where did you get this?
It blew in with the wind.
The wind? We have met before. Who are you? Identify yourself.
No one. Let go.
I am an unknown assailant. I strike in the dark. I am invisible, but I leave my mark!
Can't be!
Southampton! No! Node 1! No! The pilot skill! No! The comm system! It's you! And all the rest!
It is you! You are my nemesis. I dare you to deny it.
I deny nothing!
Lisle, this man is an imposter. Ever since the park, he's been using you to get at me.
You don't understand. Bolioli, you never understood.
Don't you see? You're representing him.
I can't say.
I knew it. A conspiracy. I could understand professional jealousy, but I never thought you'd turn on me. Don't you realize the stakes involved? This man's personal obsession threatens the Corplex, our entire way of life. I can swallow you with my bare hands.
What's stopping you?
I will destroy you, but at a time and place of my choosing.
Ha! You'll only destroy yourself.
I promise you this. When next we meet, only one of us will remain. Waiter!
Yes, sir.
Show me the quickest way out of this place.
The quickest exit is through this door, sir. Right through this door. Oh, sir, allow me, sir.
Why did you bait him like that?
A necessary piece of play acting. I had to give his delusion the appearance of reality.
He really does have power. He represents the Plex. Bolioli's the baddest he can make.
He'll make a perfect enemy. You know those arrangements you were making?
What arrangements?
The ones to provoke a system response.
Yes.
Cancel them. They're no longer necessary.
Squat, squat, squat your brain, squat, squat, squat your brain, squat, squat, squat your brain, squat, squat.
Whoa!
Guess what?
What?
It's time for that new broadcast that you and me were talking about the other day.
Ooh, tune it up.
Got it.
Hello to all the new sprouts out there. We're riding the beam with today's message. Yo, Buzz, move that bell curve. It's blocking traffic.
Move that bell curve.
And now another in a string of #1 hits from the new Republic of Swatland. Here it is. Take a left.
Let's dance to it.
Oh, baby, take a left with me. Oh, baby, shine your light on me. I'm minding my oar, going down real deep. Your body's okay and your brain's real neat. Oh, baby.
Bolioli.
Hello, Lisle. Aren't you going to invite me in? I have always wondered what your abode looked like. It is quite, should we say, comfy? I'm parched. Do you have anything to drink?
I guess so. Look, about yesterday.
Don't mention it, a trifle. Already forgotten.
It is?
Why, yes, I had my associates run a check on your friend. What was his name?
Setarcos.
Yes, Setarcos. He really is a nobody. He appears on no corporate register. He's beneath my attention. My associates can handle him.
After what happened?
Lyle, I'm here to talk about you, not about Setarcos.
But what about me?
Well, you see, in the course of my checks, I discovered that you were involved in several leveraged transactions, even a few corporate displacements.
Those were all perfectly legal.
You misunderstand me. I am not accusing you. I am complimenting you. It was quite impressive.
It was?
Yes, you show a deft touch. Your tactics were impeccable.
You surprised me, Bolioli.
I surprised you. And tell me, Lisle, do you enjoy these new endeavors?
I hate to admit it, but sometimes it can be a lot of fun.
You see, you're developing a taste for it. I made you an offer once, and you refused me. Would you do so now?
Are you offering me a slot?
I am. We could do much together.
What do you want me to do in return?
Good. You're thinking strategically. And of course, you're right. Before your office becomes available, I need to clean up this Setarcos matter. It is like a clogged pipe. Things are backing up. If you could be so kind as to tell me where he is, I could have your office ready by tomorrow.
I knew it. You're here to make a deal.
I would prefer to call it an exchange of gifts between friends of long acquaintance.
If I told you where he was, what would happen to him?
Believe me, nothing that would appear in the newsprints.
Bolioli, you're taking this too far. You don't understand.
Are you going to enlighten me?
He's not out to destroy you. He's just changing things.
I fail to see the difference.
Can't you see things are already changing? I've changed. You've changed. Even the Plex has changed.
Nonsense. The Plex remains the Plex.
Not if everything around it changes. It's not separate.
You're not making sense.
I don't understand it all myself. Look, I can't accept your offer with or without conditions.
Where is he, Lisle?
I think you'd better leave.
Where is he?
Get out!
Very well. I shall leave. But I suspected that you might respond in an irrational manner, and so I prepared for you another gift.
What's this?
A summons to the Grand Court for your client. I will destroy him at a time and place of my choosing. It is a pity, really. We would have made a good team, you and I.
Mud butts.
All this talk of change is making me ill. Times have changed. Seas have changed. Winds have changed. Bah! I'll break any wind that gets near me. Where my name's not. Bolioli.
Bolioli, oxen free.
It's a disease. That's what it is. It is an infection that is eating away at the lines. The lines that separate this from that. Us from them, me from everything out there that is not me, but would like to get to be me, but will never be me because I won't let it. The same sacred lines upon which the walls of the Plex are built.
Lay the lines.
Bring it down now!
Time.
They've no sense of history. They speak of change, but they don't see the destruction. The destruction of all that holds us together and keeps us in place. But I see it. And I am immune to the disease, and I know exactly who and what is at the root of it. And I shall give it a name! Setarcos!
Who is the man?
The charges against you are as follows. Corporate sabotage, corruption of the youth, spreading lies and sedition, possession of contraband information, citizens of Corplex, members of the jury. Here is the man who has committed these crimes against the state. He is the source of the system disruption. You have no choice but to find him guilty and to impose the severest penalty. Complete erasure. Wipe his slate, do you hear me? First witness.
Witness to the stand.
Objection. Defense did not get a chance to make their opening statement.
You made your opening statement, that is why we are here. It's my turn, remember?
Guilty, guilty. Order in the court.
The trial is rigged.
I expected it, didn't you?
But they're going to find you guilty.
They have no other option.
But the penalty
It's something you have no control over. You're here to represent me. Do so.
My place, my time.
I'll fight you, Bolioli.
But you've already lost. Listen to the voice of my time.
Fellow Athenians, have we reached a verdict?
Guilty, guilty. Witness to the stand. Guilty, guilty.
Objection, Your Honor. That's hearsay. It's inadmissible.
Overruled. My place.
Fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty. Cross-examination. Guilty, guilty.
The witness must answer my questions.
Not here, not now.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty. Witness to the stand. Guilty, guilty.
Prosecution is leading the witness.
To the only possible conclusion.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty. Cross-examination. Guilty, guilty.
Objection.
What? I didn't say anything.
Too bad. Sustained.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty. Witness to the stand. Guilty, guilty.
Objection.
Overruled.
Guilty, guilty.
Objection.
Overruled.
Guilty, guilty.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, guilty.
fellow Athenians,
Guilty, 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 guilty. Stop.
I call for a mistrial.
Forget it. Prosecution rests.
fellow citizens of Corplex, have we reached a verdict?
Wait, before you announce the verdict, my client has a right to a final defense.
A defense? No, there is none. The outcome is decided. However, we will grant him the opportunity to make an official apology, to clear his conscience, and to set the record straight.
Apology. I don't know that word. This is your trial, not mine. So I have no plea, guilty or otherwise. You say this is the time and place of your choosing, but there was no choice involved. It's all quite necessary. Representatives of the state have paraded as witnesses and said what they needed to say. What else could they say? You've reached the verdict you had to reach. What other verdict was possible? Necessity is the only real justice, and from its point of view, these proceedings are completely fair and impartial. Your voices fill these walls, the strong walls of the plex, and they echo with the voices of trials past. But the walls are temporary. Eventually, they'll crumble and fall. If not from violence, then from neglect. And with them will go your voices. I have no defense for the charges brought against me. And I can smell it in the air, that primal hunger for my prosecution as it crackles through the plex with its blind, timeless cries of guilty, guilty, off with his head. But take a moment. Listen to the voices outside the walls. Even now, the voice of change is storming the structure. But it's not a voice of syntax and grammar, though it has an undeniable rhythm, even still. If you hear that voice, then you'll see, when all the echoes have died away, the only sound that remains is the noisy voice of change. Bring on the noise.
Yo, Buzz.
Buzz!
Yo, you hear about that trial?
Yeah, I caught a taste of that.
Well, let's lay down that beat then.
Yeah!
Flex! Yo, Flex! Sniff this!
This is an unidentified violent apology. I am sorry isn't what you expected. I'm sorry that you cannot deflect it. I'm sorry this act is not in your show. But sorry is the word that I control. Right now! The point that never ends. Right now! Too late to make amends. Right now! Something you can't ignore. And right now! It's rattled right on your door.
Bring the noise!
If you can't hear it, you'll be sorry. Enough of this charade. I hear nothing, and there is nothing left but the final verdict.
We find the defendant guilty as charged. We sentence him.
Yes, we all know the sentence. Let it be done. Escort the prisoner.
He's gone, sir. The prisoner has escaped.
But that is not possible. There is no place here for him to go.
Well, he's gone, sir.
Gone? Gone? Oh, of course he's gone. He's been erased.
But, sir.
Shut up! Court scribes. Begin encryption. Priority A1. Are you recording this?
We're online, sir.
Top priority, maximum spread.
Good. Hear this. Setarcos has been found guilty. The penalty is erasure. I have erased him. Are you transmitting this?
Full spectrum override.
Setarcos is gone. He has been erased. Make it so.
All stations receiving and filing.
He was found guilty, and I wiped his slate. Encode it. Encrypt it.
Full cross-reference, sir.
I eradicated him. He's gone. I did it. I did it.
Updating archives.
I scattered his molecules. There is nothing left. Do you hear?
Dispersal complete. Awaiting final encryption.
I did it. He is gone. The verdict is final and complete. The Plex remains and will never change. For my name's not Ravioli. Excuse me. That should be Bolioli.
Sorry, sir. It's too late. It's on the books. That was an online encryption.
Mud butts.
I can't wait to see your ship, brother pilot. As I recall, you said it was a newer model than mine.
That's right. You sure you know what you're getting into? You got here kind of late.
Yep, I'm done with the seafaring life.
Too lonely?
No! Too flat! North, south, east, and west, all the same flat. Got so's I spent all my time up on the mizzen mast, just a-howling at the moons.
So you know where we're heading?
Straight up, that's all I need to know. I heard your broadcast and made it here as soon as I could.
Just in time, too. Let's see. You take port 43. Put on the headset. The cyberlink will do the rest.
Ah, Commander. Do I got any special responsibilities?
Same as everyone. You're the fuel, you're the engines, you're the cargo, you're the guidance and navigation system, and, of course, Chief Recreations Officer.
That's good thinking. You're gonna save a lot of space that way. I always did like a tidy ship. Say, now, who's my bunkmate?
A man named Squat has the port next to you. He's a miner by trade. You have compatible nervous systems.
I hope he's a heavy sleeper, Commander. I got a vicious snore, you know. Well, up and away, Commander.
Oh, pilot, you won't need that rope.
Brother. Now every voyage begins and ends with the casting of a line. Now I may not use a rope for this one, but I'm gonna keep her just the same.
Setarcos, wait!
Aw.
You can't leave.
Now, of course, at the beginning of the voyage, it's customary to cut the line. Cut the line, Commander. Coming aboard!
Hello, Lisle. How did that trial turn out?
Bolioli declared you were erased. Then you were gone. I didn't know where you were.
So you came here?
Yes. I don't know how I knew it, but I knew you'd be leaving.
I am.
But you can't.
Why not? I'm officially erased. That gives me a lot of freedom.
But where will you go?
I think you know the general direction.
But you can't just turn everything upside down and then leave.
Things were already upside down and backwards. All I did was start things off in a new direction. People like Bolioli will take care of the rest.
But he's against you.
Perfect enemies are hard to come by.
Just stay.
I can't. The ship's all fired up. I got a bunch of nervous systems chomping at the bit to get off this rock.
People?
Call them what you like. My mission, remember? First comes the finding, then the refining. Now it's time to go. The outer system awaits.
But I thought you were an engineer collecting raw material.
The materials were an entry point into the Matrix. I used some to fix the ship, but what I really needed was nervous people. And I am an engineer. Chemical, electrical, mechanical, genetic.
You collect people?
Not as specimens, potential colonists. Look, all I did was put a jolt in the system, let it percolate a while, then when the time was right, I sent out a call. And here they are.
I don't believe any of this. What did you do? Send out a psychic mind blast or something?
Close. I put an ad in the paper. Plus, some radio broadcasts on unmonitored frequencies.
This is not making any sense.
Am I leaving something out?
Yes. What about me?
That's a good question, Lisle. Why are you here?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Lisle, consider this. The fact that you and I met was not a... what was that word? Coincidence. You're here, now.
I am here.
There is, of course, a port reserved for you aboard ship.
Are you asking me to come with you?
I said there was a place for you. The choice is yours.
But
we're leaving immediately.
But this is my home.
It is, of course, possible to carry your home with you, wherever you go.
Fun.
Now he's rich. I'm the good guy and you chase me.
Oh, later. Come here. Look at this.
Wow, what a knife.
What a great place this is. You can see everything from here.
Yeah, Grammy said they used to lay the lines here.
Yeah, they used to chant.
Laying the lines.
Well, what were those lines and why'd they have to lay them anyway?
I don't know. Grammy laid them for 30 years before the change.
Really?
Yeah, but he couldn't figure it out either.
Now that's silly.
Yeah. Well, back to the game. You're the evil ravioli, and you chase me. Give me a head start.
I don't want to be ravioli. I want to be Setarcos.
Oh, come on. I just got done playing the evil ravioli. It's like your turn.
Okay. Look!
I'm not going to fall for the dirty ravioli trick.
No, really, look! A falling star!
Where?
There! Quick! Make it... That's strange.
It's falling up!
Well, quick! Make a thought before it goes. Well, what'd you think of?
Everything.
Me too.
great send-off. This is our last show, Setarcos. Very much like to thank you for coming out tonight, you know, braving the rains and stuff like that. Also like to thank Prime Cable for coming out and filming it. That's channel 12, I think, and probably next month sometime this may be on there if you catch it. There is a mailing list downstairs if you want to sign and be apprised of future Evoteck activities. Next week, we are opening up the world's premier science fiction playhouse, beginning with Zoombox to Zargon. And that's going to be going up until Christmas time, so yeah. So come there, we'd love to have you. Once again, thanks for coming. Have a good night.